At the end of 90 minutes. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already... A header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. This looks promising.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And here's Batistuta. DiMarco. Ball comes in. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Van Basten! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Hernandez. Modric. Milan looking to pass their way through. Ribéry. And it's hoisted clear. DiMarco. Hernandez cuts it out. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Pinches it off him. Serginho. Quarter of an hour played. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
A good-looking ball. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Hernandez. Cannavaro. Bastoni. Michael. Over to the left. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. That has been cut short. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, this looks sharp. He's looking wide. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, it's Batistuta, and that could set him on his way. He's cut it out. Not the most accurate pass. Costa Curta. And here's Dumfries, decent chance! Ribéry. Now it's Rafael Leao. He won't be happy with that one. There will be a throw-in. Ribéry looks to get on the end of this. Rabiot and Maicon. And he's intervened well there. Bastoni. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. De Roon. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Sneijder. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Barella tries to play it through. That's a cute ball. That's good vision. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. De Roon. Baresi. Barella. Spread neatly. Bastoni. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're just settling. He's having a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's gone looking for safety. Bastoni. And it's Sneijder. He's gone for goal! No way through. Hernandez gets into a good position. DiMarco gets good distance on it. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. He's found a way through. Turns and goes back. Shoots! There it is!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Nicely aimed pass. Pass somewhat off target. Almost an hour gone. Maicon. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now it's Rafael Leao. That has not gone well. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Milan finding their passes. Shifted it to the flank. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Inter Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
No luck with that dink over the top.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's tried one. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Schneider. Inter Milan are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Serginho. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Modric looking to play him in.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
De Roon. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's a key interception. Schneider. Now it's Rafael Leao. Nicely aimed pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Inter Milan still ahead by the game's only goal. And it's Modric.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And now they can clear their lines. Just about within shooting range. Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Schneider. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And he's there to belt it away. Modric. And that's another good win of the ball. And that will be it. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Fikayo Tomori could play an interesting role here, Peter. As a defender, he's unmatched when it comes to pace. One-on-ones, he usually comes out on top, even against quick opponents. But I also like the way he can drive the ball out of defence.
And the finish! Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels. It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Swings it across. Barella. Oh, it's Van Basten. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Malinovsky. There he goes, motoring forward. Van Basten looking to run onto it. Gets a good foot in there. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Well, nicely intercepted. Serginho. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely feet. He's in space and looking for options. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Kvaratskhelia. That has not gone well. DiMarco. Searching pass he's played there. And they've got rid. Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Looking for the run. That looks a good ball through. And Batistuta! It's Malinovsky! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And we have our very first corner. And it's made its way to him. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. He's found a way through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Martinez. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Barella. And it's Pellegrini. Now it's Martinez. Passes short and sharp. And Batistuta! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And a chance! Oh, well played, well played. Dybala! Half an hour played now. Martinez, and he welcomes it in. Batistuta. Serginho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely spread. Back into the middle. Good read, needed to be. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And this is Van Basten. Oh, easy pickings there.
Inter really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Threads one in. Kvaratskhelia unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a sharp pass. Serginho. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Barella. Real chance! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, important interception. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Inter are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Inter Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Could be danger here. Mignon comes out and deals with it. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Corner number 3 coming up. Shot, surely! No mistake! And the second half is off to a flyer! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. And Batistuta! And that's off target.
Inter certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And it's Barella. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pellegrini. Malinovsky. And now the breakaway. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Van Basten. Hernandez makes the interception. Costa Curta. Barella. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Martinez. Batistuta.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Batistuta. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Keeper's dealt with that. Deftly away. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Batistuta. And the shot! That's really well cleared.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 21. Lascia il campo per il numero 18. Cambio di giocatori.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just...
Shapes to shoot! They've scored! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. They fought, and that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che potete partecipare.
Говори, мам, не забывай.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Yet another... has a shot! Oh, nearly. Nicely weighted ball. Costa Curta. Bastoni. Now Otto. Back towards the middle. And it's Davids. Milan looking to pass their way through. Barella. No way through. De Roon. Otto. Passing nice and neat. Picked out brilliantly. Francisco Conceição looking for the run. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Yildiz. And it's De Roon. Shifted it to the flank. Looking to go deep. Up he goes! No, not the best of headers. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Some really good ball movement. Davids. Yildiz puts his foot on the gas. Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Baresi clears it away. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Batistuta. He's found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That has ended up in no man's land. Pass is just off target. Davids. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
De Roon is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's a pretty loose pass. Barella. That's really nicely played. Shot goal! Yildiz. Van Basten. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Davids. And De Roon. And it's Davids. Now it's Yildiz. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mignon is there to clear. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now the delivery.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Francisco Conceição. Barella. He's had a shot! Dumfries. De Roon. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Foot in. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Dumfries picks it up out. What a terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Milan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Barella. And it's Ricci. And it's Conceição. Conceição. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Davids. Batistuta. Davids does really well there. He is strong. Serginho. Davids.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And it's De Roon. It's a really well-measured ball. Otto gets into some space.
Well,
And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Aldair, Bastoni, and the pass is intercepted. And here's Van Basten. Oh, it's Batistuta. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
Davids. Tomori. And it's DiMarco. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. DiMarco. Ricci. And this is Batistuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Serginho. Nicely aimed pass. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Serginho. And here's Van Basten. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Conceição will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yildiz. Dumfries. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Barella. And this is Batistuta. Can he get it through? And it's made its way to him.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 7.
Time then for the first
18.
substitution of the game.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 13. Ribéry, il numero 20.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now it's Van Basten. Davids. Milan finding their passes. And he can clear it away. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Van Basten. And the shot! There's a goal! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible Van Basten with the foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Van Basten has been sent off. So, Jim, what are you thinking? Oh, no, this does not look good. And the finish! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Not the most convincing of passes. Out towards the flank. Now it's DiMarco.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's got through. Oh, it's gone in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
So what can they make of this? Just 5 minutes remaining now. Ribéry.
That's just playing it safe and simple. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Barella. And he's quick to get it clear again. Threads one in. And he's intervened well there. DiMarco. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Ribéry. That pass has been well intercepted.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Sports officials showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, good spread. Cross needs to be good.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, well played, well played. De Roon. Yildiz. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Dagli stand vicino ai cancelli. Un bel ricordo della giornata. Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 19, viene sostituito con il
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Inter Milan did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. And here's Ribéry. Aldair can get it clear. Now it's Yildiz. He's through, now is he in?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He gets big! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Ribéry. Now Ritchie. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Ribéry. Dumfries. Ricci. Baresi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Ribéry. Now it's Raspadori. Odo. Yildiz. Costa Curta. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears, climbs up big! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Dumfries demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Ricci. Bastoni getting this one clear. Tomori. That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 27. Lascia il campo
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Davids. It's a loose ball. Raspadori. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Ribery. It's a searching pass. And it's hoisted clear. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Yildiz. Otto. Oh, that's delightful. Chance! It's in! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started. Shot goal! And that's caused a worry or two. De Ketelara has a shot! And the ball's come loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Now it's Luca. Out again for a throw-in. Cross flung in towards the middle. He's seen better. And he's had a hit! That was mighty close. Oh, super shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets.
Climbs up big! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Now, who's going to be first to this? Nice interception, well timed.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and...
He's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pavard. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Inter have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Dumfries. Looking for the run. To Ketelara. That is good alertness. Ricci. That's a little off target. Well, that is one way to stop him. Great ball to Ketelara! Goal! Inter!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Luca, and he's intervened well there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Luca. That's a sharp pass. He's on it, can he get away? Big chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Luca certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Asllani, Pavard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Rafael Leao. To Ketelara.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Serginho. Now there's a fine ball. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? And he's following up! Not the most convincing of passes. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ricci. Threads one in. Now it's Martinez. And this is Batistuta! Cleared away. He won't be happy with that one. Ribéry tries to pass it through. Pavard. Foot in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rafael Leao.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Serginho. Always onto this. He's got away. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
And it's Ricci. Now it's Luca. Serginho. Oh, that's fabulous.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Tomori spots it and intercepts. Ball driven towards the far post. He's had a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first-half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Inter Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Inter Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. Batistuta. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Pavard. Passes short and sharp. Nicely weighted ball. And that should get the job done. We're back in possession and ready to go again. Out towards the flank. DiMarco. Aslani. Aslani. Now it's... Can he finish? And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's made its way to him. In with the challenge. Dumfries. Done delicately. Floated through. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Inter Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Just about up to the hour now. Goes back. Can he get it through? Well read, and the danger is averted. And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Ribery. Played into space. Martinez gets into some space. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And he's forced to go back. No way through. Ricci goes on a charge down the left. He's in a good position here. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And here's Rafael Leao. And it's Ribery. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible... He gets big! It's loose. That's another chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Batistuta. Lukaku. It's Lukaku! Oh, and that should have been two.
Lukaku has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cleared without hesitation. And smartly reclaimed. Fratesi. Ricci cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Inter nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And it's Barella. Barella! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Dumfries. And this is Batistuta. It's a pretty loose pass. Defending was strong and firm. That's a good ball out wide. Cross to the back post.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And that is that. Perfect result, perfect outcome. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Alexander-Arnold. Great defending, strong and determined. And reclaimed it in a trice. It's a good spell of possession, this. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Azar.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable... Nunez! That's a half-decent try. Messi. Now it's Villa.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Raul. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Pass somewhat off target. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chance for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And here's Nunez. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And it's Rice. Raul was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Picked out, and the shot! And that has been clubbed away. And he cuts out the supply. Quality ball. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Villa. Costa Curta cuts it out. So we're still where we started right now. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Rice. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Baresi gets good distance on it. Ambitious ball here. Defending of the desperate variety. Played out wide. Now, can they get him away? Drives it in. Azar! And that's caused a worry or two.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Raul. 30 minutes gone. He's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Van Basten is behind this one. And a real chance to break the deadlock. He's had a crack. It's anyone's ball now. He's tried one! David Villa. Well, that is one way to stop him. Can he get it through? Nicely worked. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. It's a throw-in. And he's heaved it away. Another throw-in.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
It's a pretty loose pass. Robertson, nicely weighted ball. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Osimhen is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Searching pass he's played there. Bayer claims comfortably. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Threads one in. Well read. And the danger is averted. Robertson.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Played in deep. And that has been cleared. Crossed in again. Punched away. Van Basten clears. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So there was the first half.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Messi! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Rijkaard. And he's picked it up out wide. Gabriel wins the duel this time.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
David Villa. That is good alertness. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Koundé. Now it's Osimhen. And the shot! Turns and goes back. Played down the flank. Now it's Hazard. It's a threatening ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Villa. And here's Raul. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Passing nice and neat. Van Basten, and he shoots! It's a goal! The breakthrough strike! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 45.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Vão dar os seus lugares a...
So, the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, it's Batistuta. Alexander-Arnold. Ball swung in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
That's a sharp pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Vitinha. And the pass is intercepted. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. Alexander-Arnold. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Azar. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
He's gone for goal! And that could come back to haunt them.
Hazard was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Played back.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's an imaginative pass. Played into the middle, he gets big! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he's forced to go back. And it's Robertson. Haaland. Now he's got space here. And that's an excellent interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? That's good defensive concentration.
Here comes another cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Knocks it into space. Portugal moments now away from seeing this one out. Azar. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the...